Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Puget Sound Explorer launch event. We're so excited to have you with us, and we can't wait to share with you what we're doing and what we're bringing to the Puget Sound. I want to introduce a partner with the Agents of Discovery, Kendra. How you doing, Kendra?
Hey, Michelle, I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. I'm excited to be able to launch this today. So what are we doing first?
Well, let's actually just talk real quick about what we're going to do on the event today. So we're really excited to be sharing different sites with you. We have lots of folks on the line who've worked really hard to put together their missions and to get everything ready for the Explorer campaign. Michelle, could you talk for just a second about what the Explorer campaign is and how it all works?
Absolutely. So the Agents of Discovery is a great game you can play with your family. And several years ago, we started doing a campaign where we brought together many different missions from around the Puget Sound so that you can play a bunch and be able to have a chance to earn additional prizes. So in other words, it's not just a one-off if you come to the Tacoma Nature Center or go to Pier 57. You can do all of them. So here in the Puget Sound, we have a bunch of sites. We're going to share with you more about them today. And we're also going to do a demonstration of how you play Agents of Discovery, show you how simple it is, and give you instructions so you know exactly what you need to do.
Awesome. That sounds great. And Michelle, can you just remind us, where are you coming to us from? Because you're right in the Puget Sound, right?
Yes, so I am right now at the Tacoma Nature Center, which is part of Metro Parks Tacoma, and we have 3 different missions here in Tacoma, and we'll share more about that a little later on. But Kendra, why don't you show the map so they can see all the different missions that you can find in the Puget Sound area?
Great plan. So we take a look at our lovely map here. This is something that you can find online through the Puget Sound Explorer webpage. On this map, you can see all of the different missions that we have set up in the area. And if I zoom in here a little bit, you'll be able to see that there's a whole bunch kind of in this area right downtown Seattle and Tacoma. So we really hope that you guys can learn a little bit about the different mission locations that are involved in this awesome campaign today. And yeah, just kind of get excited for the Puget Sound Explorer campaign, because we definitely are excited. So I think to start things off, we were going to pass things over to our friend Seth Wenzel, who's with Washington State University. Seth, how are you doing? Oh, looks like you're still on mute there, Seth.
Hey, everybody. I am here today calling in from Wenatchee, Washington, and we are really excited as 4-H to understand how Agents of Discovery works and how we can use it with our youth across the state. We're currently working on producing a Camp Long West Seattle mission, along with a few missions outside of the Puget Sound on the eastern side of the state. Today's tour, I'm going to show you a little bit about our site and what we have going on, what missions that we're looking at, highlighting some of the challenges of how we're partnering with our Forest Service to really bring this app into a backcountry setting. So with that, let's get started. So we are here in Wenatchee, Washington. This is where our center office is. This is where we manage programming out of for Chelan and Douglas counties. And the site that we're really talking about today brings us all the way over to Camp Long, which is here in West Seattle. And this site is about 67 acres of forested area in the middle of this urbanized area. There's miles of trails and some really neat ropes course activity stations, including an original climbing rock from the 1930s. So with our relationship as 4-H and the Mount Baker Snoqualmie Forest, we're looking to develop these programs to create opportunities in the backcountry to earn swag. That's a mix of Agents of Discovery and 4-H materials. So between 4-H programs, if a student is able to complete the missions that we have, they send us a screenshot to a to be determined email, and then we'll communicate with that individual or family to get them their prizes that they have won. Our missions are about looking at environmental education along with instilling 4-H life skills. If we look here in some of the photos we have, These are just some images of where our programs are conducted and what we do when we are face-to-face. Under this pandemic right now, it's been hard for 4-H to conduct programming face-to-face with our students. So we see Agents of Discovery as a really awesome tool to engage our audiences, not only in the front country, but also back country, and not even having to be there, because we can manage the app along with the mission and the challenges. And we're really excited to be doing all this. So some of these images here is what we'll be looking at in bringing AOD technology to these places to really reinforce our learning objectives in our programs. We network with a variety of natural resource agencies, including the Forest Service, Department of Fish and Wildlife, hatcheries, Northwest Avalanche Center. So we have an idea of where we're going to be bringing this 4-H campaigns across the state. In a lot of our challenges, as we focus them up, Camp Long in West Seattle is a great urban environment to explore Agents of Discovery. The missions aren't incredibly long. The challenges are simple, but they are engaging in a way that's appropriate for young students and families at the same time. Depending on which challenges you want to participate in, you can always keep some for later, so that when you return to Camp Long the following time, you'll have more to do. Or you can just email us and say, hey, that was a little too easy. Our family needs more challenges here. What can you provide for us? And with 4-H, we really want to collaborate with all and hear what you had to say and see what we can do to represent your ideas and what you need in your community. Does anybody have any questions here on the team? I'm really nervous.
Seth, that's great, thank you. And that brings up a great point. If you do have questions, just put them into the Facebook Live and we'll try and address them during the broadcast. We're happy to interact with you that way. I also love some of the points that you brought up, Seth. One of the things that's really great about Agents of Discovery is that it doesn't need to be in person. So during COVID, you can get out with your family and do this kind of thing easily without having to sign up for a program or any of those things. That's one of the great advantages of it. Plus, it's free and you don't need Wi-Fi. We suggest if you're going to a remote location that doesn't have Wi-Fi that you download the app before you go and also download the mission so you're good to go. Once you have it on your device, you don't have to have Wi-Fi, and that's one of the things I really love for some of the more remote locations.
Awesome. Yeah, Michelle, that's so true. It's a great opportunity to get out and play, especially when we're all doing our best to be social isolating right now during the pandemic. Yeah, so I think the next thing that we actually have up to present, Michelle, is your location. So I'm super excited to hear all about what you guys are doing over in Tacoma.
Thank you, Kendra. So I may have some friends join me in a few minutes. I've got campers wandering around and they may show up and be able to get into some of our cutouts, which I'd love to show, but they're not quite here yet. So I'll tell you just briefly about the mission, then we have a short video. Like I said, we have 3 missions here in Tacoma, one here at the Tacoma Nature Center, one at Wright Park, and one at Titlow Park. And so you can go to all 3 of those. If you have a day, you can do all 3. Otherwise, you can do them on different days. And they're all different, so they focus on the features of the individual parks that they're at. And we have a bonus at the Nature Center too. The current mission ends at the end of August and a new mission starts. So you can actually do 2 different missions at the Nature Center depending on the date. And all 3 of them are clumped together here on the map, but you can learn more about it by going to the interactive map. There will be a link to that map in the Facebook Live event so that you can go right to it, or you could just type in Puget Sound Explorer and it'll get you to the right web page. And with that, Kendra, could you kick off my video, please?
Metro Parks Tacoma is excited to be part of the Puget Sound Explorer 2020 campaign. There are 3 Agents of Discovery missions to play in Tacoma at some great parks: the Tacoma Nature Center, Bright Park, and Titlow Park. You can earn a different badge for each mission you play in Tacoma, each one with a different agent featured. Keep watching to see how one family enjoyed playing the mission at Titlow Park. This special park is located at the base of 6th Avenue in Tacoma, right on the Puget Sound, and is 75 acres.
All right, here we are. Let's click on this. Okay, Agent Brief. Watch out for signs of beaver activity. Do you guys see any beaver activity here?
It looks like there's a big pile of sticks over there, and then that kind of looks like a beaver is walking on
Nice. Maybe there was a beaver here working, Greta. Let's see. It says, why are beaver dams important to wetlands? They make landscape look pretty. They're nests for birds that live in wetlands, or they create wetlands.
They create wetlands.
What do you think, Greta? Do you agree? Do beaver dams create wetlands, do you think?
Look at that big dragon.
Let's do it. Let's
Look
click
at
that
the
one.
dragonfly.
Check answer. Ooh, the beaver is one of nature's best architects, it says. Very cool, you guys. We earned some points. Do you know what we get for our points at the end?
A fly.
We get a prize. I don't know what it is yet. Okay, ready, Helen? You want to press it for us?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Okay, it's our pleasure to introduce you to Titlow Park. This park offers diverse landscapes for wildlife and humans to enjoy. Okay, ooh, we can earn 5 Bs this time. Are you ready? Okay, which of these can you find in the park? Spray park or a swimming pool? Spray park. Right? There's not a swimming pool here. Which of these can you find in the park? A lake or a lagoon?
Lagoon.
Lagoon, yeah, it's smaller than lake. What year was the park purchased by Metro Parks? Ooh. I bet that sign would tell us. Excuse me. Which one are you gonna guess? Which one? I don't know.
Good choice.
Yeah.
I did it.
You got it. Let's see. Which beach habitat can you find in the park? Sandy beach or rocky beach? What do you think, Greta?
Rocky Beach.
Rocky beach.
Rocky Beach.
Who was the park named after? Aaron Titlow or the city of Titlow?
Aaron Titlow. Aaron Titlow.
Aaron Titlow? We earned 5 points. Very good. Congratulations.
We hope you can join us soon at one of our great parks in Tacoma to play Agents of Discovery and be a Puget Sound explorer just like this family.
Thanks, Kendra. I hope you enjoyed seeing a family playing a little snippet of one of our missions at Titlow Park. Just wanted to give you an example of what it looks like when you're out there. You're in the park, you're doing beautiful things there, and then you just have to be on your device for the questions, a whole bunch of different kinds of challenges you can answer. So with that, Kendra, who's next?
Well, I just want to say thanks for sharing that, Michelle. It was really cool to see how excited those kids were about playing through your mission.
They enjoyed a lot.
Definitely. So I believe the next presenter that we've got on the line here is going to be our friend Carrie over at Pierce County Parks. And I know Carrie's coming to us live from the field, so that's super exciting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you've got to say. So over to you, Carrie.
Thank you, Kendra. Let's see, I'm going to try and turn my camera around here. I think you might be looking at a beautiful view of Mount Rainier in the background. I'm here at the Natchez Trail Preserve, but I am from Pierce County Parks, and I'm going to try and turn this around here. There we go. We are from Pierce County Parks, and we are brand new to the Agents of Discovery family. And so we have been working hard to pull together some of these missions and challenges. So we have 4 of them around Pierce County. One of them is at Frontier Park in Graham. And so when you visit a challenge at Frontier Park, you'll probably have a great chance to learn about some of the animals that you might see at the Pierce County Fair. That is the Pierce County Fairgrounds, for those of you that don't know that. And then not only the animals that you'll see at the fair, but there are some wonderful natural areas around Frontier Park that we're so excited to introduce people to. Our next mission is at Sprinker Recreation Center and Breezeman Forest in Tacoma. And the Sprinker Recreation Center has an ice skating rink, tennis courts, climbing wall, and a skateboarding park. But it is also right next door to Breezeman Forest, which our natural lands crew has been working hard on for the past several months to refurbish, make sure that those trails are clean and beautiful, and they are in beautiful shape. So we're really excited to have people go and reacquaint themselves with Breezeman Forest and take part in some of the challenges that we've set up around there. One that I am really excited about is Ashford Park in eastern Pierce County. Ashford Park is in the town of Ashford. It is about 5 miles from the entrance to Rainier National Park in the upper Nisqually Valley. It is a real gem in our system, and I think not too many people know about it and know how wonderful it really is. So I was really excited to be able to bring an Agents of Discovery mission there. The challenges at Ashford Park are really going to focus on a lot of the animals that you'll find up in the area. Hint, there is a lot of evidence of elk up there. We'll focus on the trees, the different kind of trees, and the forests. And the nice thing right now, particularly this weekend about Ashford Park, is that the almost 1.5 miles of trails that we have up there loop around under a really dense canopy of trees, and it is shaded and nice and cool. So I am very, very excited to introduce everybody to Ashford Park and the mission that is set up there. But I am standing here outside. I am at the Natchez Trail Preserve, and this is one of the newest parks within the Pierce County Park system, or one of the newest preserves. And I felt like, rather than me talking about this really special place, that I would bring in some of our land stewards who helped to refurbish this place, this preserve, and let you know why it is so special. So I'm going to turn my phone over to Jess Stone, our natural land steward.
Hi, hello, everyone. My name is Jess Stone, the natural land steward of Pierce County Parks, and with me is Hunter Henderson, our new volunteer coordinator, who will be helping and working with members of the public to come out and enjoy our parks. This is Natchez. Something that makes Natchez so awesome is this is a prairie remnant. You don't see very many of these around. We have amazing camas blooms. We have fescues. It is a gorgeous thing to come and observe as this prairie changes over the season. What's also phenomenal is we have prairie mounds, the real deal. So not only can you come through, enjoy these brand new trails, but check out the prairie mounds and also look at our phenomenal wetlands, view Mount Rainier, and check out the amazing birding that you can enjoy. Natchez is really going to be a gem in our system. We hope you come out and enjoy it. And then stay tuned. We're doing improvements throughout our whole park system. More and more are going to be opened up for the public use and their enjoyment. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jess. One of the things that I really like about
this Agents of Discovery program is that we can update our missions. We can change them around. We can maybe even move parks. We can set them up special for seasons, which I know that Michelle at the Nature Center does. And so we're really excited about the flexibility and all of the different offerings. So just because you might have completed a mission one time doesn't mean you shouldn't try it again in the future. I recommend that you keep an eye on our website and our Facebook page, and we'll let you know when we've updated those missions and challenges. Kendra, I think that's all that I've got.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Carrie.
Yeah.
So cool to see the location. This is a new park in the system. and it's cool to get a sneak peek at what that's all gonna look like. Thank you
Yep.
so much.
Thanks.
So
I can't wait to get out and do some of these missions, Kendra. Looks like so much fun. There's parks I've never even been to, and I've lived here for 20 years. So this is going to be great for us too.
yeah, it's going to be very fun to explore the area in a whole new way. So the next kind of presentation that we have on the line here, we were supposed to have someone visiting with us from Mount Baker Snoqualmie today. But they actually got called away to fight a fire. So instead, we are just going to share a quick video that they did last year. I'm just going to pull that up over here. Great. Okay. So this is a video of our good friend Colton over at Mount Baker Snoqualmie. He is one of the people who's in charge of the missions over there, and he's just going to share a little bit about what you can expect from the missions on Mount Baker Snoqualmie National Forest.
Hi, my name's Colton Whitworth. I'm with the Mount Baker Snoqualmie National Forest. And I'm excited to tell you about a partnership that we have with Agents of Discovery. Now, if you don't know what Agents of Discovery is, it's much like Pokemon Go or the new Harry Potter game, except this game is educational. So it's interactive, it's augmented reality, but it also teaches kids a lot of great things. We have 4 different locations that kids can play on the forest. Currently we have one at Heather Meadows, we have one at the Big 4 Ice Caves, we have one on the Iron Goat Trail, and then even at the downtown Seattle REI flagship store. So kids can come in and play any of these locations or any of the partner locations that we have, and they can actually win prizes. So it's really a good way to engage the youth, teach them solid core fundamentals on stewardship, conservation, safety, etc. And then they can win a prize when they're done. So I hope that you'll check out Agents of Discovery. Come visit the Mount Baker Snoqualmie National Forest. I hope to see you soon. Thanks.
Great. Well,
Colton just brought up something that we haven't talked about yet. Let's talk about prices real quick because he just said something about it. If you go and do these missions, every one of them has a prize that looks something like this, but it's set up for the different places with the different avatars. So you can collect a whole bunch of these. And then if you do 3 missions, you actually get this cool lanyard that says Puget Sound Explorer on it, with a great tag at the bottom, and then you can put all of your collectible badges on it. So it's a really fun thing. There's also other levels of prizes, which we'll talk about later. But I thought I'd bring that in right now before you introduce our next guest.
yes. I wanted to say one more quick thing about the Mount Baker Snoqualmie missions. While we're talking about them, I think Colton mentioned one mission that isn't up this year. You can find all of the different Mount Baker Snoqualmie missions on the Puget Sound Explorer map, which once again, I'm going to pull that up here. I know that most of their missions are a little bit further out there, but if you get the chance to head out to any of these locations, there's the Iron Goat Trail and a couple of other ones. There is the REI flagship store in downtown Seattle, which is also part of the Puget Sound Explorer campaign. If you get the chance to head out to any of these, that would be awesome. Our friends out there would love to see you there. So the next presenter that we have today is our friend Nicole over at Olympic National Forest. So Nicole is joining us over the phone. We couldn't get the video to work today, but hey Nicole, how's it going?
Hi everyone, I'm doing well. I hope you guys are as well. As Kendra said, Olympic National Forest. We are super excited to join the Puget Sound Explorer campaign again this year. We have 4 missions around the forest, located all around the peninsula. So no matter which area of the peninsula you're visiting, there should be a mission nearby. We have a mission at Olympic Discovery Trail at the Camp Creek Trailhead over near Forks. We have a mission called Rainforest Exploration at the Rainforest Trailhead in the Quinault Valley. There's a mission about being a forest ranger at the Ranger Hole Trailhead near Brennan. And Smokey Bear learns all about fire prevention at the Mount Walker Viewpoint just south of Quilcene. But as was mentioned before, be sure to download these missions in advance because cell service is really limited out on the forest. And Kendra, if you can queue up, we wanted to share a little video of Smokey playing Agents of Discovery and learning all about fire prevention.
Awesome. Thanks, Nicole. I love that video so much. Nicole, is there anything you wanted to add on there at the end? What do you think?
That's it. Thanks for sharing that.
Awesome. Well, yeah, no, thank you for making that video. That's awesome. So that video was actually talking about Smokey Bear's 75th birthday mission, which is something that you still can play just by searching it up in the Agents of Discovery app, and then going on the website to find the IR triggers that you can scan to unlock the different challenges. But like you said, you do have a special Smokey mission over at Olympic National Forest, Nicole. So that's something that we hope that players can get out and explore sometime during the Explore campaign.
Yeah, and I do appreciate that the other mission with the IR triggers can be played at home. So if you want to practice before you go out, that's one of the good opportunities to do that. And then you can go learn more about Smokey Bear and wildfire prevention by going actually out to the forest. So most of the missions you need to be on site to be able to play. They are geo-triggered, but we'll talk a little bit more about another one you can play at home in a few minutes. Next, we have somebody from Pier 57 joining us. Kendra, could you introduce him?
Yeah, so I actually did just get a message from Jeff. He unfortunately has had to drop off the line. This happens sometimes, but our good friend Jeff over at Pier 57, he's in charge of 2 awesome missions that you can play down on the pier. One of them is a mission where you can explore and learn about the history of the pier. And that one's one that you walk around like Pokemon Go. You walk around and you select the different challenges and you play through them. His other mission is a really cool mission that's based on a book. So if you visit the pier, you should be able to find and interact with this book about a gold miner, Hal, who goes up to Alaska. So a lot of the pier's history has to do with gold mining and taking different ships and people and everything up to Alaska. So that's what that is all about. And one other cool thing about Jeff, he is actually helping to provide the grand prize for the Puget Sound Explorer campaign. So as Michelle mentioned, if you complete 3 missions, you can get that awesome lanyard. If you complete 9 missions, you will win a ticket to the Great Wheel on Pier 57. So that's something really exciting. We're excited to be able to partner with Pier 57 to bring that awesome prize to players. And Michelle, it looks like you were going to say something there for a second.
Yeah, I was just going to say that if you saw the movie Call of the Wild, the recent one based on Jack London's book with Harrison Ford, the book that Pier 57 reminds me a lot of that movie, or they kind of are similar because it's about a gold miner and his history. So it was really interesting. I definitely recommend getting there and trying both of those missions too. And then, of course, if those are your 8th and 9th mission, maybe you can ride the wheel that same visit.
That's a very fun idea. But yeah, so those are going to be right down in the Seattle area. We have yet to get the pins up just because we were waiting on confirmation for those missions, but they are confirmed and we are very excited that you will be able to play them. So.
Hey, Kendra, I have some special guests to show you. They're just getting in place. Hey, Kaden, can you come up into the hummingbird? You can climb on this stump and stick your, okay, I'm gonna show you my friends who just stopped by for a visit. They are inside some of our lovely avatars. Can you guys wave? Say hi, Helen and Kaden. Hi. So I wanted to have some of our campers stop by and visit you. So there they are.
Really cool. And Michelle, are those avatars for some of your missions?
Yes, the skunk is our summer mission and the hummingbird is our Earth Day special mission in April. Unfortunately, with COVID, you can't use the avatars right now to get in, but if you have any events, we'll be able to have those out and available.
Awesome. Well, great to see you guys. Okay. So Michelle, I think you are muted. Hold on.
That's because I'm telling them to go back to their group.
Fair enough. Okay, so I think the last thing that we actually have to share with you guys, this is something new this year. It's called the Explore Puget Sound campaign. So I'm going to pull up really quickly the Agents of Discovery Puget Sound Explorer campaign webpage. So this is the webpage. You'll be able to keep your eye on this webpage for information about the Explorer campaign. Right now we've got the dates on here. So it runs from August 15th to October 10th. So those are the dates where you will be able to collect awesome prizes and participate in this cool initiative to get outside. We have a list of missions here as well as the Puget Sound map. Now this page is still a little tiny bit under construction. We have a couple more things to add to it. So keep your eye on this webpage. We will be adding a information section about the Explore Puget Sound campaign, which is what I am going to share with you today. So the Explore Puget Sound campaign is an IR-based mission. So what that means is that instead of walking to a location to unlock your challenges, you are instead going to scan an image to be able to unlock your challenges. So I am going to pull up right on this screen. Okay, so you guys should be able to see a reflection of my phone right now. I've opened Agents of Discovery and I searched for Explore Puget Sound in the mission list. So that's popped up right here. I'm just gonna click play on this. So here we are. Down here at the bottom, you can see all of our lovely avatars for the mission. All of these represent different locations. And when this loads, okay, so here's our field agent. Welcome, agent. Your mission today is to discover new and exciting facts about Puget Sound. Are you ready? Let's go. And it's going to invite me to tap to continue. So when I look at this, map now, I can see all these different challenge markers, and all of these, each of these represents a different participant in the Puget Sound Explorer campaign. So Michelle, you'll have 3 challenges up here, one for each of your missions. Seth, you'll have one up for Camp Long. All kinds of different opportunities to learn more about the different locations that are involved in the Puget Sound Explorer campaign. And like I said, this is a really cool mission because this can be played from home. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tap on one of these markers. I'm clicking on this one right here. And my phone is being extremely slow today, but I promise it is loading. It's just a little bit of a little tech slowness thing. And when it does pop up, it's going to ask me to scan an image. Now I have right now loaded the image up on my computer screen. So I'm just going to go ahead and scan it from my computer screen. When we do get the Explore Puget Sound section up on the website, you'll be able to download a PDF of all of these different challenges, all of these different image triggers, and you'll be able to play it from your computer screen if you'd like, or you might also want to print out the PDFs and place them around your house and make a little scavenger hunt out of it. So right now what you're seeing, I'm gonna exit out this window, is actually my at-home office. So there's my kitchen, my office, and here's the image that I've loaded up, which is one of the image triggers that I am looking for. So just going to wait for that to load. Looks like I'm getting a little bit of light glare going on my screen. I need to turn this down. We're up. Hmm. Be on the lookout for. Oh, I see what's happened. I accidentally loaded the wrong image here. Okay.
Well, Kendra, we all love to see technology glitches for other people because it all happens to all of us, and we understand how that is. So let's try again.
Definitely. Okay, let's give it one more shot here. See if this is going to load. My apologies. I thought I had figured out which one was the correct one before we started today. That's a black bear. Okay, well, you know, we may just have to put this demo a little bit on hold, but essentially what would happen here is I would be able to scan this image if I knew which of these location things was the correct one. Like I said, there will be a whole PDF there full of images that will be used as IR triggers. For instance, pile of plastic waste would be one. There also are some that are animals and whatnot. You just have to find the correct one for the correct challenge marker, and then scan that, and then you'll be invited to play through. A quick educational challenge that comes right out of the missions of the different partners that we have involved in the Explorer campaign. So not only is this a really cool way to learn about the Explorer campaign, I'm just going to close this down for now. We've given up on technology for today. But not only is this an awesome way to learn about the Explorer campaign, this also is a mission that counts toward the total number of missions that you have played. So if you played through 8 missions and you're just looking for one more to get that 9th mission so that you can get that awesome Great Wheel ticket, you can go ahead and play through the Puget Sound Explorer campaign, and sorry, the Puget mission, and that will count towards your list of total missions. So yeah.
So Kendra, I have a question that I'm going to answer. How do we know how many missions have you completed? So those of you who need to download the app onto your phone, when you do download it, it's going to ask you to create an account. You don't have to create an account, but if you do, then you'll be able to easily track which missions you've completed so you can show them where you get your prizes. So you have the option. If you don't want to create an account, you can still play. And then you just need to save your screenshots of when you complete a mission, then you can show that instead. But the easiest way is just create an account. We don't send you stuff, we don't charge you anything. It's just a way to keep track of things and allow you to build up those prizes.
Absolutely. Okay, well, I think that's about everything we have to share with you guys today. So just a quick recap on the Explorer campaign. The more missions you play at different participating locations, the more prizes you can earn. And it's also lots of fun. So it's its own reward kind of in that way, just to get out in nature and to learn more about the different locations that you are visiting.
So this event's going to be able to be watched afterwards. It won't be live, of course, but make sure you send it to your friends and share it so they can learn more about it. Maybe you can talk about the different missions together. Maybe you can meet up at a different park or different location and do the mission together. As long as you're staying socially distant, it's great. Keep in mind that in order to get your prizes, it may be just a little more challenging than in normal years. So follow the directions at the end of each mission. It'll tell you how to get your prizes. And if you have any questions, just go to the main Puget Sound Explorer webpage, and you can always send a question to the administrators and they'd be able to help you out. I really had a great time, Kendra. This was so fun seeing all the different missions. I think I know what I'm doing this weekend, at least in the early cooler hours. It's supposed to be hot this weekend, so maybe pick one of those cooler parks for the afternoon.
Absolutely. Yeah, I wish I could come down there and visit myself. But I'm sure that you and lots of other people will have so much fun visiting all these cool mission locations and learning more about the world around them. So thanks so much to everyone for joining us today. And Michelle, did you have something you wanted to say?
I just want to thank all our presenters. It was really fun, and I appreciated the time that everyone put into making sure that we had something to show our guests on our event, and maybe I'll see some of you at your sites.
Great. Well, thanks again to everyone for joining. Have a great day.
Bye.